Alright students, so we are going to work on our lattice multiplication, and there's lots of methods to multiplication. Lattice is one of my favorites because the order doesn't matter as much. It's a little bit easier to do and it breaks it down really nice and simple. So to do this, the first problem that we're going to work on is going to be 22 times 14. 22 times 14. So when we look at this, we always write our numbers on the top and then on the side, outside of the box. This is our lattice box. We want to write it outside of the box. Okay, our answers will end up down here, but first we got to work inside each individual box. Each individual box. So the first one we're going to work on, you can actually do any multiplication problem you want. I like to start in the top right and go around, but you can actually do any problem in any box. But let's start with 2 times 1. 2 times 1. Alright, 2 times 1 is 2. You always put a 0 in here. We don't want to leave it blank. Otherwise we might accidentally think we missed something. It's just easier if we remember to put a 0 there. 0, 2 has the same value as 2. Next we can do 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Again, we put our 0 in here. Now we can do 2 times 1, which again is 2, followed by 2 times 4, which is, again, 8. Now we're done with our multiplication, so we're going to add, and we add along our diagonals, starting in the lower right corner. Okay, so I always start on the 1 side and work our way through the tens and then the hundreds and thousands if we need to. Okay, so we're going to add 8 plus nothing is 8. 2 plus 0 plus 8 is 10. So I'm going to put my 0 here, carry the 1. So I still have 1, 0 equals 10, but I have to put my 1 up here because it's now in the hundreds column. Okay, so now 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 3. Now our last one, 0 plus nothing, is 0. We come up with our answer of 0308, which is 308. 308 is our answer. Okay, so we're going to try a little bit of a harder one now. Again, we're going to write above on the outside and to the side of our boxes. So this one we're going to do is 46 times 83. Now when we do this, we can start in any box. So I'll start down here this time because 6 times 8 is a little bit tough, so I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm going to do 6 times 3 first. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay. Now I'm going to move over, maybe I'll do 4 times 3. 4 times 3. And that is 12. And we can do 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. And that leaves me with 6 and 8. If I need to use my times chart now I could. But I remember that 6 and 8 went out to skate and made the figure 48. Okay. So now all my multiplication's done. I did all of my boxes. And now I can begin to do my adding. Again, we have to work ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands in that order. So I have to start down here. 8 plus nothing is 8. Now I have to do 8 plus 1 plus 2, and I know 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. So I'll write the 1 up here. 1 makes 11. 1 and 1. So I put my tens up here, and it's on the hundreds column. Now I'll write 1 plus 4 is 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So I put my 8 down here. And 3 plus nothing is 3. And now I come up with 3,818. So I can write my answer 3,818. And there's my answer right there. For the last one, we can show you how to do multiplication using the double boxes or the 2x2 boxes, and we can also do a 2-digit times a 1-digit problem. And I'll show you how to do that on a 2x2 box. So first one we'll do is 32 times 8. 8 is the same as 8. So I have to put a 0 here, 8. If I had an 8 here, it would be 80. 8 and a 0 here. So 0 up here, then 8. 0, 8 is the same as 8. So this is 32 times 8. Top row is really easy because 0 times anything is 0. So 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Okay. Now I can move on to my 8s. 2 times 8 is 16. Now I can do 8 times 3, and 8 times 3 is 24. Okay. Again, always putting your two numbers in the boxes. Now I can add on the diagonals, always starting in the lower right corner in the ones column. 6 plus nothing is 6. 1, 0 plus 1 plus 4 is 5. 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2. And 0 plus nothing is 0. So now I know that 32 times 8 is 256. And I can write that right here, 256. There is my answer, 256. I hope this video is helpful, and we can keep practicing this and get a little bit better. All right, have a wonderful day, students.